What's up, Confessors? Happy Sunday. We are back with another doubleheader of Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Marriage Detroit. So before we get into it, allow me to bring up my beautiful co-host, Miss Dina, aka Christina. Hey, boo, hey.
Hey.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to cut a little rug. Okay, y'all. Let's get into it. We are going to start off with. Hold on, let me get these comments. Baby is throwing up them crowns and them waves. You know what's up, girl. Hey, baby. Monique, what's up, girl? You've been waiting for this one. Oh, child, I can't wait to see what you got to say then. Ma'am, what happened to the entry? I just gave it to you. There you go. I'm sorry. We cut a little rough. You know what, baby? I'm going to give it to you one more time. I didn't know you felt so passionate. There you go. 2 for you. Okay, so let's get into it. And of course, I didn't even trying to make sure I got all the videos I wanted. I didn't even bring up the lineup. So we just gonna read it off and get into it like that. So first of all, it ended up continuing off with the expo. And there is no reason that there is a question that Marsau was completely wrong for this.
Girl, he is long as 2 left feet.
But Stormy was on him. She was like, hold up. Like, you don't gotta be coming at me like that. So Stormy had me rolling. But she was 100% correct. She ain't say nothing wrong. He said,
you wouldn't have got no $100 from me, my husband, and pennies, nickels, dimes, or nothing else. Because here's the thing: when y'all brought them to the walkthrough and you brought her on in the last minute, I was cracking up about the lunch money. That's when y'all should have said, okay, we not paying y'all to speak, blah blah blah, whatever. But if you want to put up a booth, then we need $100. Because did you ask Kimmy for her $100 when you stuck her away in the back where nobody could see there? See?
For real. Tell it's on the mountain.
I should have made me a drink.
I showed it for
hold, please. Let me call my servant to bring me a drink. Hold on.
Hello. So as Dina's getting her drink ready, we ain't gonna wait for her to come. We are gonna wait for her to come back. What's y'all doing today? How was y'all Sunday? How was y'all weekend? How did y'all enjoy yourself this weekend? What did we do? Did we get laid? Did we get paid? Did we get bows? Did we do things we should?
I cannot.
Oh my God. Did we know? Shit.
Man, all I know is
I got neither. I don't get paid till next paycheck. I get paid every other week.
Well, I was holding on to my little money. So I had to go get my tire fixed, which shout out to Discount Tire because they check your air and do free flat fixes. So I had a nail in my tire and they fixed it for free $99. Okay. Shout out to the Discount Tire of Lawton. Okay. And then I went and got my nails done so I could get ready for the wedding.
You sexy.
And then I laid in the bed.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. Shoot, cute to go to bed. You never know. You meet the man of your dreams in your dreams. That's what's up. Yeah, we gonna be tonight.
This is straight liquor, y'all.
Okay, we definitely gonna be tonight.
He could have put a splash of juice or something.
A splash of piss, at least.
I'm gonna sip slow because I get to go up in this damn shit. Ain't no telling what I'm about to say.
Be careful, you like try some. Y'all,
now y'all know I'm still
I am not condoning any type of sexual harassment.
Right, because
so
I'm still under construction. I have not been to my final appointment.
What's the final appointment?
On July 24th.
Okay.
But we got some watermelon vodka right here.
That's what we're gonna do. Well, Stormy definitely had an appointment for Marceau. Because that whole entire time, Marceau didn't say shit. He ended up calling Peach over. And I was like, why you call her over? She told you not to do that in the first place. She wasn't even comfortable with doing it. You put her in a position she didn't want to be in. You should have left her out of it.
And that led to the drama later on.
The Espo proves one thing. Martell isn't trying to sell that wine. Girl.
I bet the wine is nasty. This is what I think. I think the wine nasty. Talking about, I didn't done enough wine tastings here. Let some other wine experts come and do their thing or whatever. First of all, your business didn't fail. You don't know how to ship people they shit. And it's probably nasty.
My goodness.
Has anybody tasted it? Clean? Has anybody know anybody's cousin, baby mama, third uncle once removed?
Drink it. No, I ain't seen nobody post it. I ain't seen nobody say nothing about this Inez wine. I ain't seen it in the store. You know what? Let's Google it now. I haven't Googled it.
See if there's any reviews because I want to hear from somebody not on the show.
Let's see what we find.
That's not on the show that's drank this mess.
Inez wine. Go. It'll takes me to the website.
No, you need to type in Inez wine and then in quotation marks reviews.
Oh, you want to know the reviews? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Has any living, breathing, actual person drank this mess that's not on the show?
I mean, you got bots all over the world. He got bots doing it. Maybe. Inez wine reviews. Okay. Let's see. Inez wines. Yes, that's what I meant. And it still just takes me back to Inez wine. Oh, Letitia gives it. It shows Letitia Sky giving her Inez wine review. It doesn't show anything else. It doesn't show. I mean, someone did a review. Smart Cookie did a review September 13th, 2022 on YouTube. Someone by the name of Smart Cookie did a review. Okay, what is this on Instagram about it? Okay, it directed me to Instagram, but then the Instagram's page says it's not available. So whatever. I ain't gonna waste my time no more. Baby, all I could think about was poor Confessions waiting on her about. Yeah. I'm over it. Like, I'm done. Like, I just
it ain't never gonna happen.
I just gotta figure out. I just gotta care enough to get my money back. But maybe he needs the money more than I do.
I say we all go over to Instagram and spam Martell every time he posts. When you gonna give Confessions of a Reality Queen her refund? Not in the DMs, because then you know what I'm saying. He gonna act.
Yes, can y'all do that? Can y'all do that every time? Because I can't even get on unless I go to my other page. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna need him to run me my refund. I apologize to that man for whatever reason that he felt the need to block me and all of that. Like, I have defended this man for a whole entire year straight. Whole entire season straight. So let's let bygones be bygones.
All right, let's move along because he didn't work my last nerve.
For real. So, what else happened at the expo was
Mel showed up and had a moment with Martell's brother. And
no, first of all, let's just talk about the fact that Mel showed up.
well, wait,
When she
you got the picture that I sent you so you could put the fact
oh,
that they
I'm gonna get
still
it up.
promoting
I'm gonna get it up
Madani.
while we talk about this. I'm gonna put it right now. Yeah, let's talk about the fact that she talked all that mess about I need to see if I'm available. I'm gonna be out of town. I have another event I'm speaking at, engagement, and all of this stuff for all of these reasons why she could not be there to be there and be part of the expo. And then Lottie D, here she just comes prancing in like it ain't nobody's business.
And I don't know why Martell got his panties all up in a bunch. Um, because she was sitting in the audience. I mean, if Martell was my man and he get all flabbergasted because Mel in the audience and act like he can't speak, and then he's like, "Oh, I don't do public speaking." You on a TV show, you publicly speaking every day. I'm so tired of these folks playing
Exactly.
dumb. I am so tired of these folks playing dumb and thinking the viewers is just as equally dumb. Some of us are smarter than a fifth grader. He might not be since he can't get his builder's license or have a successful business, but the rest of us out here ain't dumb.
No, we are not. We are not even
And
close to
yes,
being dumb.
BB, the wig was tacky. It didn't really go well. And yeah.
When it was tacky, you know what? I gotta start paying attention to bitches' hair because I don't.
I do.
I really do not be paying attention to bitches' hair. I'm gonna start. I really am. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start today. What I'm gonna do. Um, that's why I believe those two are still hunching. I do too. I do too. I do too. Hold on. The review is the you I can find is from Belinda. His alleged boo is really because when I look on it's YouTube. Well, when I Google it and I Google Ines Wide reviews, it
How do you
shows
spell it?
videos, and one of the videos at the
INS.
very huh, and one of the videos down at the very bottom before it says more videos, it says that review by whoever that was. Who was it? Smart Cookie on September 13th, 2022. Okay, you do got to push more videos, and then that's at the bottom. And it says Ines Wine Review, and it's 6 minutes long. I don't know what to talk about for 6 minutes, but unless Belinda is Smart Cookie, I don't know who it is. All those women are way too old to have balances on baby. Yes, I feel the whole baby hair thing has gotten out of control. So anyway, another thing that happened was Mel and Martell's brother. They saw each other for the first time, obviously, in a long time. And that was the first time I've ever seen Mel like genuinely
Get emotional.
sad, but genuinely emotional over something else other than her tears for, poor me in this whole situation with her Martell. So it just goes to show it just hurts. You kind of see, how a divorce really tears a family apart.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the immediate family, it's the whole family. But as long as she has been in that family and known them, yeah. And he was emotional too. Like that was a big thing. And she was like genuinely happy to see him. You could tell like she really cared. Like Melody's heart grew 3 times that day. Smart Cookie is a Mel stand. She probably bashed it for 6 minutes.
I'm mad at BB talking about these valances as baby hair. I can't stand it. I mean,
It's
don't get me
stupid.
wrong. Every now and then I done got my hair done and little baby hair right here swoop down. But these chicks that be having these bangs, baby hairs down to their
Please don't say
eyebrows,
eyebrows. else.
Nah, player. Mm-mm. If you
Like
trying to
it's no
if you
space.
trying to hide the fact that you got a big forehead, just bring the wig down just a little bit.
It looks, honey, it's no longer baby hair. That is a full swoop on two sides. I'm sorry. That is a swoop. I'm sorry. If you
I
want
don't
to
know
bring the
why they
swoop
doing
back,
it to
just bring the
themselves.
swoop back. If you want to bring the swoop back, just bring it back. But don't do that.
I
Don't do
mean,
that.
look, you know what I'm
Don't do that.
saying? Everybody love.
Don't do that to us.
I gotta pull mine back so I can see. But everybody love a little swoop now.
For real. The swoop is tight. I saw a woman walked up into my job today who had a old school swoop with a big, huge twist roll coming down and her hair pent up. I was like, and it was cute, it was classy, but it was timeless. Like, come on. There's black women hairstyles don't go out of style. I wish we bring the French roll back.
Oh, I love a good French roll.
For
But
real. The
we
French roll was
digress.
everything. The French roll was everything. But anywho. So later after the whole entire expo, the girls got together for Tiffany's intervention luncheon and they just basically dog or tried to dog Tisha. I was like, God damn, why is y'all going in on her like that? So the way Tiffany was like, we're having this to was it give criticism and something else.
Well, she wanted to let it be known that she felt left out.
Oh yeah, she felt left out. Yeah, so that was another thing. So she felt left out. And Kimmy was like, no, you wouldn't. And Kimmy is always quick to jump on that to Tiffany. Have you noticed that? No matter what, Kimmy will always jump on Tiffany. I've noticed that a lot. I fast forward most of this episode. The best part was the ladies talking. I was so excited to 13 and to be 13 and get a French roll. Was looking like a 35-year-old woman and didn't know it. But we all thought we was the shit with that French roll.
Oh yeah, we thought we was grown.
Nobody couldn't tell nobody nothing when we had that French roll. That's what I'm saying. Bring that back. That's iconic. If I could put my locks into a French roll,
yeah, let me tell you, that's what I
I
had
do
for
a side
my
French roll. I'm bald on one side, so.
As a matter of fact, I did like a upside down French braid into like a roll with the spirals coming down in the front. Bitch, you couldn't tell me nothing. Nothing. I slayed.
Period. So, how do you feel about? First of all, I don't feel Tiffany had much merit to hold this luncheon. Tiffany, you're my girl. You know I love you.
This could have been a phone conversation or a text message.
Yeah, that too. And they did ask her if she was coming anyway. And she also just showed up like, oh, so you are here. You are fine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so they probably thought like, oh, so are you here to speak? So I didn't feel
it was. We could tell there was a lot of disorganization, even though there was weak planning. But I already knew it was gonna be crazy because you can't even say it right. But that's just my personal opinion. However, when you tell somebody, oh, by the way, I would 2 days in advance, you want to stop by, you want to come through, like that, I'm an afterthought for you at this point, and you didn't have no intentions. And then she gonna say, well, I was really like, I ain't even know what you do. How you been friends on the show for this long and you don't know what this woman does for work? She ain't Tommy from Martin.
Well, I was surprised that she asked her anyway, for as much as the tit for tat they've been going through this whole season, you know, with her talking about her marriage and even Tisha talking about her. They were talking about each other's marriage actually. So
I mean, I just figured she said something because the rest of the whole crew was gonna be there, and it would look odd, especially since y'all went to the woman's baby shower. You know what I'm saying? Which you know, she went to the hospital, and then we didn't get much more update after that. But I digress.
That part.
It's like she went to the hospital and they came back. They ain't give us no hospital scenes. They ain't give us nothing what the doctor said, unless I missed it. And then it just went on about their way. Tiffany went to the hospital next.
Well, hold on first. Tisha got some effing her trying to check Stormy. Lady, her husband was a professional. Y'all were arguing not.
But here's the thing. I think it got heated because she said, I'm not going to tell you how to feel. I'm just letting you know. I told Marceau, this might be the only time I defend her. She said, I told Marceau I didn't like the way he came at you, but I also didn't like the way you responded. But on the flip side, I can't tell you how to respond. And I think once she said, I didn't like the way you responded, Stormy didn't hear nothing else after that.
Nah, she didn't. She saw red. She was just, but she was. I feel she was still just pissed off, still entirely about the whole thing to begin with, because
they shouldn't have asked her for no money.
Yeah, and I was going to say, even though Marceau was the one that came up to her and said something, him and her as a collective didn't say shit to her before, period.
Right. And teacher should have said, don't you take your ass over there. She's speaking. You know what I'm saying? She came in at the last minute. And then she even said, we didn't tell nobody during the walkthrough that they needed to, blah, 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 whatever. And if y'all had all these 25 vendors that popped up overnight at $100 a booth, that's $2,500.
Right. And and she was also dealing with her scare that she had during that, which she damn well could have been doing her thing instead of at this expo.
Right.
Which I was like, well. But the thing that caught everyone's eye later on was the fact that Madani was at the Mickey Ficky Expo.
And where was Destiny?
I'm sure Destiny was there. But
and who was this woman that they blurred out standing next to Martell during that scene?
I don't know.
Could like you coming to the expo.
Look, could it have been Destiny? Look, I would have to go back and look at the
I don't know. It looked like it might have been, but I don't know why they were.
I'm gonna have to go and look. I'm gonna have to go look. But yeah, so everyone is buzzing about the fact that they've noticed that Madani was in the building, but we did not get to see any bit of Destiny. Destiny is no longer on the show. She is not contracted, and so if she don't want to be seen, she ain't got to be seen, and she probably chose not to be seen.
But hey, it's
like y'all ain't paying me for it. I ain't showing up. Look, I just had to pay $100 for this booth.
Right, but I still think it was a good exposure for her to be at the expo, and I wonder if they purposely put him in front of that sign for that particular scene.
I'm sure. I'm definitely sure. Absolutely sure.
Like, hey, we ain't paying you, but we'll throw you a little promo, product placement.
That could have been a touch on his behalf because Destiny is still Martell's homegirl at the end of the day. Still, no matter what they've gone through with Mel, they still cool. I mean, they was cool before Mel and her was cool. So hey, it is what it is on that point. Who said? I think he known her before he knew Mel. I'm not sure.
Hey, checking you, boo. Glad to see you could come through.
You, boo. Hey, girl. Hey. What's going on? So like I said, they've been cool forever. So that was probably like a little shout out to my girl Destiny. Big ups for having my back. Who being there for them. Because, out of everyone who they've had mutual friends with besides the Scots total, they have been the ones that have been, she been there for them for the whole time. So that is. Okay, before we move on to Courtney and Stormy's scene real quick, I just want to show this clip real quick because we forgot to talk about at the expo.
I didn't know what all them beeps was because I couldn't read his lips.
I know, but I'm sure Marcus tried rewound that about 15 times to figure it out himself. And I wonder if he did. I don't know if he's went live since that has aired or not, but I know he got something to say about that. I know he do. Okay, progress right along. We got one more scene to talk about before we're gonna show the scenes for part 2 of next of the season. Aww. Yeah, she has a young look. It's nice and fresh. She takes care of herself. You can tell she's had a beauty line for a long time because she
Well,
takes care of herself.
well, yeah, and I like the fact that whether she's like natural at home, and then when she gets glammed up, it's not like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them, you can tell
Yeah.
they probably got a little bit of makeup on at home because they filming and trying to look natural, but she actually looks natural. And then when she gets glammed up, it just enhances her beauty, not looking like a whole nother person. Because there's been some times Melody didn't got glammed up and I thought she was somebody else.
Sorry, I got it wrong, but them beats was homophobic words. Where goes Carlos King protecting Martell? Them beats was homophobic words.
Beeps.
Oh,
Martell was using words.
is that no? Was they?
I do not
Now we
condone
should
any of
know
that
better.
because y'all know I got plenty of people in my family in the LGBTQA plus I or whatever the other letters I can't remember. Charge it to my brain, not my heart. So that's not cool.
Oh hell nah! If that's
Martell
what
need his
that
ass
is,
whooped.
if that's what that is, he know he needs his tail whoop for that. You know you will have all the whole LGBTQ community all up in here on that. Like, ooh, he better, he gonna have it. He better be careful. He better be careful. Writing that she looks like herself with or without makeup can't say the same for Melody. Well, shit. Not all of us have the natural beauty. Check you, boo. Okay. Stormy is beautiful and refreshing to see someone who is comfortable in her skin. And she is. And that's why I was like, so it was like really messed up when people gave her so much shit for her looks. Her lips. Like she has beautiful lips. Like I got no lips. Like I wish I had Stormy's lips. And like she's just a very beautiful woman, period. And the reason why she looks beautiful with or without makeup is because even with makeup, she accentuates her beauty. She doesn't try to overtake it. She
And checking you,
accentuates what she already got.
I agree with you that if he don't want him around his kids, that's cool. But he don't have to call the man names or use, derogatory terms. That's all I'm saying. You got every right to choose who you want
Oh
around
yeah,
your
that's
kids.
okay. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's
I'm talking
perfectly
about
fine. You got every right to choose who you want around your kids because everybody got that one uncle or auntie that ain't right or whatever. So you got every right to choose who you want around your kids, but you don't have to degrade them in the process.
and I'm just saying, like, why would he do that on TV? I mean, if Charlie was smart enough to figure that out, I'm sure someone else did. And it's gonna make a wave. And now Martell's gonna be
Somebody was
canceled. A whole
rewinding
nother
that on
petition
slow
gonna start
mo,
all
reading
over again.
lips. I didn't have the time, but somebody rewinding it on slow mo, reading lips.
Really, I'm gonna have to try to say that. I'm good at reading lips, but I just didn't try to. So maybe I'll try and dissect. Somebody is working overtime right now. I promise you.
I promise
Somebody
you.
working overtime right now.
I promise you that.
Already. I'm sure. Martell is wrong if he attacked with those slurs, but y'all was uploading people calling Ariane side chicks and coleslaw. It wasn't a slur though. It was just a mean name. He did it as a dog whistle. He will get the Bible clutches to defend him. The Bible clutches.
Bible thumpers.
Oh. I mean, he better get someone to defend him because that's going to be bad for him if that's the narrative that comes out. And a lot of people can't come back for that. But anyway, On to what is we have coming up on the next half of this season. They really played us this first half because, first of all, I want to say this: they played us for this episode because when they put out when they put out the previews and all of that, and they showed the preview of everyone talking about Kiki getting arrested or
Mhm.
whatever in the mugshot and all that. So I'm thinking, oh, this is a cliffhanger they about to leave us on. We
Right.
didn't even get that.
Nope.
I'm like, I feel like we got played. That was very inconsiderate. Very inconsiderate. It is still an attack confessions. A bachelor and the meeting name attack are both wrong and sins. I mean,
I just
what?
to be clear, I never
I
called
mean,
that
what?
woman no names. Just to be clear.
I mean, a sin though. I mean, it's not like it's kind of bad and you shouldn't do it. Almost unlawful, but it's not a sin. I mean, Shaggy Boo, I know this is very problematic for you. You are very sensitive to the subject. I know that you are. I cannot help that people call her that, but you know that I do not call her that. So please don't come at me like that, Shaggy Boo. I don't call her that. Was she caught at the Walmart? She was caught somewhere putting something in her pocket with her sticky fingers. Yeah. And that's what we saw on the clip. And people was talking about, Marceau saying, yo, if you don't want to be called a drug addict, stop doing drugs, stop doing pills, whatever, which one.
Or
So,
drug addict activity. And then she telling Mel she was just in the hospital when you was maybe possibly allegedly in lockup.
yeah. So, I mean, but she did something. But like Bell said, guilt, innocent and proven guilty. So hey, it is what it is.
Do
Baby,
you have the
Jackie
you have
Boo
the
is
clip of
on one
what's coming
all
up?
night. Jackie Boo always on one when it comes to someone calling Ariana Kosar. And I don't call her that, so I can't do nothing about that. I
Do
don't
you have
call her
the
that. What can I say, Jackie Boo? Shit, I don't know what to say.
did you get the clip? Did you get the clip of what's happening on the second part or no?
Because I got to say it order. Right, just as you can't stop the people from calling Ariane coleslaw, people can't stop Martell from using slurs. If this was so, there wouldn't be sin or wrongdoing because people would control others. Checking you, boo. I don't think you understood what I said or heard what I said at all. I said Martell needs to be careful for saying it on camera because it can be a problem for the community. That's all
In
I
the
said.
TV show, because they'll get this mug
Okay.
canceled.
Shut up, Kimmy. Maurice ain't no kind of.
Because I mean, I ain't seen him at the courthouse one time.
What kind of attorney is he again? I
Hold
I
on.
don't think I remember. I don't think I ever knew. Okay, he was helping who? He was helping Destiny, right? So is he some type of a finance attorney? Is he a divorce attorney? No, he wasn't a divorce lawyer, was he? I don't think that.
Why when you go to where it says Scott
Hold
Maurice
on, let
Jr.,
me
it's
look.
a
Let me Google it.
temporary oh never mind, that's in Chicago. Never mind. I was about to say I know his business ain't temporarily closed, but okay.
Hold on. Let me Google that now. What kind of attorney is Scott? Maurice Scott. In his LinkedIn. What?
He got a credit repair company.
Oh my God.
It says American real estate agent, entrepreneur, lawyer, and reality TV personality. I can't see.
This is stupid. I'm not doing this. He's a legal owner at Scott Legal Consulting, Scott Legal Consulting, Indiana University, about experienced corporation counsel with demonstration history of working in law practice, skilled in government legal writing, trials, criminal law, transaction law, and Westlaw.
So if he's a criminal law attorney, then why is Kimmy saying he ain't that type of an attorney?
Right.
Okay, well, let's move on. We got to get a whole nother show to go to, and we've been
Right.
on these hoes
So
for
that's what we
45
got
minutes.
to look forward to for the upcoming season. All right, let me get through these comments and we're gonna move on to Detroit. What is wrong with selling hair products? Nothing is wrong with selling hair products. That was just a way of Marcel trying to demean and make Courtney feel like shit and less of a man, because Courtney was making him feel like less of a man because he checked him about how he talked to his wife over some $100. Canvas Beauty sales from 2019-23, 6 million. I'll sell them too. Exactly.
Yeah, they
And
got land with cows on it and stuff.
it's good stuff. So hey, more power to her. I love it. I have continuing coming to me. If I run out of one, I share it so other people can get onto it. Marcel needs to stop looking down on Kiki. God has a funny way of humbling you. He has children. He needs to remember that. Yeah, you never know what happens when your children see you are and passes that on. I did hear your confessions, right? Martel needs to be careful in making the slurs, like people need to be careful in calling Ariane coleslaw. Checking you, boo. I need to know, what is it? What is it out of everything? What is it about people calling Ariane coleslaw that just gets you? A wrong is wrong regardless of differences. Did Marie say he worked as an attorney at a firm? I mean, he has you seen when Destiny came to his spot, he had a spot, a place. I don't know how big the place is, but if other people in that mug don't, if he's got partners, I don't know how that goes, if you do or not. Right, Kimmy and Marie's have a credit repair company. They have that too. I mean, he has many things under his belt, so maybe he got a couple of things. I think he is a credit repair attorney, whatever that is. His law school is not accredited, but he did last pass the bar. Yes, he. Okay, I'm happy for Courtney and Stormy. If the other cast members were smart, they would seek Stormy's guidance. They should. Well, Mel tried, but I don't know how and why that didn't work. I'm still confused about that a little bit. Her mother named her Ariane, not coleslaw. I mean, I understand, check you, boo, but people make names for people all the time. They called Martel Hotel. They called, I mean, people make names. They called Kimmy Side Chick. Are you offended by that? It's just what it is. Okay, well, moving right along to Detroit because we spent way too much time on Huntsville, I feel. Detroit, okay, let me see. What did we have on the lineup to talk about? Let me remove. Okay, Anthony and Dr. Latoya continue. Oh, man, yeah. So Anthony was super emotional still. And Latoya feels that she said, like, this is the first time Anthony has expressed this to her like that. So she like, okay, this is something new and different. And I think she finally took a different perspective.
Yes.
Finally. Of what he has been trying to express to her. But I felt him, like, I didn't know it was like that for him But he did say one time, that he just lost his father and everything. It's hard for him. And I'm sure that was probably at that
I
moment.
understood what he meant because, like, when they say when you get married, like you become this blended family, and the branches extend out. And then when you lose people in your family, you typically gravitate to your partner's family to fill that void of your mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, or whatever. Just like Courtney was saying that, what's his name? Her cousin was like a little brother to him. So I get that. And I get both sides where her dad was like, your son is going through these things. He need his dad around. He's acting out. He had a trouble school year, whatever the case was. He need his dad around to, get some things in line. And I get Anthony's point where he was trying to make a better financial move to set the family up. And, I get her dad's point too, that, instead of trying to force something where it don't work, take a couple steps back, handle your family, and then opportunities will come back around. And clearly, I guess this Disney Marvel thing or something that's going on in Atlanta is coming back around again. So,
Yeah,
you know,
hopefully it will for him.
yeah.
Let me just address this for Check You Boo real quick. I can't do nothing about it if somebody call me a name. I'm sure somebody calls me bitches and fat black, all types of shit all the time. I can't do nothing about that. People are just fucking cruel, and that is just it. And I just gotta be a grown woman and take it because I'm too old to be crying over somebody calling me a nickname. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and I do, but I can't help it if people still
But
don't want to do
keep
it.
in mind, none
Everybody
of
want to reap
us
what they
over
sow.
here
It's
have
just
used
different. Well,
these
I ain't got
skills.
nothing to reap because I ain't sold shit. Anthony needs to stop the BS. Dr. Latoya's family is her family. They will accept you until they don't. I'm tired of his fraudulent tears, but a millisecond later, you raising the bottle for a drink. Wait, what? When did he raise a bottle for a drink right after? After on the boat? I mean, he felt
Well,
hurt. I
he
think
felt
because he finally felt hurt.
I think he felt he got it out. You know what I'm saying? You could tell by the look on Latoya's face, she finally understood, like the light bulb clicked or something, that, he felt some type of way because he was trying to do the best for the family. And, this is a man showing that, he's emotional, that he got feelings too. And he ain't like the way the whole situation went down because he was trying to make a move for the family. And it seemed like everybody else's perception was he's a deadbeat dad. So you can't
Mm-hmm.
discard how a man feels. I ain't never gonna argue with nobody how they
Right.
feel. Just like the dad said that I'm not gonna tell you how you should feel, but I did not mean to make you feel this way. This is where I was coming from. They hugged it out, and all is right with the world.
And everything's happy. And it was good that they was just able to get past it. He heard as a man, he heard where he was coming from and what he's saying. He came to with compassion and all. And Checky Boo, I got 7 nicknames and only one of them I gave myself. The other ones is from what other people gave me. Okay. Ariana calls herself cold sauce, not that serious. And yeah, she calls herself cold sauce, so I don't understand what's the problem, Checky Boo. Um, so yeah, I'm happy that he finally got that out and they finally had that resolution. And now that maybe they can finally move on from it because because now it's gonna look really bad if Dr. Latoya brings that up again after
Mm-hmm.
you had a conversation with your father and they don't came to terms and he's okay with it now. So now, but still, he's gonna need you and that family to show up. And
Mm-hmm.
it is her family, but when you marry a family, you married into the family. You part of the family now. And as much as he was there for her, yes, you should want her to be there for him. And he ain't got his father no more. Of course, the man still feels like he needs that in his life. Anthony's trying to get a whole entire man movement going on. So of course he feels like he still wants that father figure in life. I mean, you never stop learning. And so he probably wants that from him. Monique King, because I emphasized. Okay, I cannot talk about Ariana anymore. I
Right.
believe people. I don't believe Anthony and Latoya's story. They said this happened last year. Why it took her being in this show to understand. Now, move on already. Um, I mean, okay, so he said that this was taped like a year ago. They filmed this a year ago. Um, so I mean, at this point, of course, she gets it because that just happened then. But I don't. But she said he's never expressed it to her like that before. She's never seen him emotional like that before. And I think in her own way, maybe Latoya doesn't want to feel any type of way about it because how much she resented him for going in the first place. So she may feel, that she feels it is the way it is. But I'm glad they took care of that. Can we discuss Brandon and Christina? Yes, we can. Okay. Where do we even freaking
Lord?
So he still ain't been home since he walked off and said, he don't even sure if he want this or whatever. So he spent the whole weekend gone. He comes back now and they're having their viral.
He came back for therapy.
Yeah, he came back for therapy, and I don't even know why, because he wasn't even in the headspace for it. You can tell he came just for show face. And she could tell. She was still giving him the silent treatment because when she looked back at him and saw him, she was like, "Oh, you're here, okay." Like, I was gonna be here and do this with or without you, but okay, you showed up, you here. And he was there, but he wasn't there. And I don't know if the people that they was doing the therapy with picked up on that, even though it's what they said, "Look, I'm just now coming home." But yeah, they definitely had to pick up on that because it was all in his face. Thoughts? Dina? 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 We don't hear you. We see you in slow.
I think.
Okay, now you're going in and out. We can't hear you. Okay. While Dina comes back, let me get rid of some of these that we don't need no more. So when she do get back, I can see her. Okay, let me go through these first. There are nuances with Latoya and Anthony's relationship. I like the communication. However, Anthony can't abandon his responsibilities. Let's hope they find balance. And that is the thing. I mean, I understand chasing your dreams, but perhaps when Dr. Latoya was chasing her opulence dream, it was at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps if he had done it at a different time, it would have worked. But it was kind of like, I wouldn't want people to think like, "Hey, I chose my family. I chose to chase my dream over my family." And the case for him was, I chose this to better my family. And I feel that he may think that people might have thought that about him at some point, maybe. Okay. Dina, if you hear me, it says device not connected. I see you in the back. Okay, there you go. Okay, it's a white screen. I'm waiting to see you, and then I'll add you in. Okay, there you go.
Okay, there you go. You hear me now?
She right? Yes.
Oh, look, I had so much to say. See, that ain't nothing but the devil.
Go ahead, speak your mind, baby.
Okay, so first of all, the way she was looking at him in the rear view where he showed up just in time for therapy, like she wanted to argue, but they was about to get on a little virtual session or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Then you had the whole, neither one of them really telling the whole story when he was like, "Do you even want to be with me?" Because she said, "I can have any man I want." They wasn't giving out all the facts. And I don't know if it was editing or whatever, but y'all should have said what y'all exactly said, okay? And let me tell you something. You gonna sit up here and ask me, do you really want to be with me, or do you want to be married, or blah blah blah, and say I'm done with this marriage, and you gone for the whole weekend, and you come back from therapy. First of all, it wouldn't have been no therapy. Your bags and shit would have been packed outside the door, locks would have been changed, and there would have been a piece of paper on there for you to sign for the divorce proceedings. Because here's the thing, they already got their communication issues. He didn't already stepped out on the marriage. I don't know if they was going through some things and this show came about and they were like, okay, let's get this money, or maybe this will get our relationship back. But what people fail to realize, when you get on TV, it amplifies everything you got going on in your life. We see that with the way people talk to certain people in their marriages, and then now everybody in America is like, why he talking to her like that? Why she talking to him like that? And then boom, 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 everybody's critiquing your marriage. So every little nuance in your marriage is out there for people to critique it. And there's 50 million people out there. So this person gonna see this person gonna see that, this person gonna see this person gonna see that. Just like we all say, it wasn't just an emotional connection. Something else happened, and you keep saying, I never like none of my men being in the club. You don't want your man going nowhere where there's going to be any women or whatever, where he might get drunk, because clearly when he get drunk, he get a little loose. You know what I'm saying? And just like people say, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, you can't turn a hoe into a husband either.
Ain't that the truth? You sure can't. You so can't. It just don't work either way, honey. Brandon hasn't talked to Christina, but I guarantee he's talked to his other Miss Nisha.
Or the other chick that he was texting or whatever.
You know what? I'm sure he did. I'm sure he made sure he got to the studio and did what he had to do, whatever that is he had to do. No. So, he definitely talked to his.
You married, and we talking about, now I don't know if this was Monday or Tuesday or however many days, they really never said, but the event,
he hadn't been there since the whole weekend.
So this event say it happened Thursday, Friday, or whatever.
One of them days.
And here it is Monday or Tuesday. You ain't called to check on the kids.
Nope.
Nigga, what? You ain't called to check on me. I could have been over here 50 bottles.
Wait, do they have kids?
Yeah. Don't they got 2 kids?
2?
1 or 2.
I mean, I know the Harrisons have a child and a dog. I know Thomases have like 3-4 kids.
They got at least 2 kids.
And they got 2. I've never seen. Look, now I gotta go to their daggone IG and look up some kids because I can't remember.
Because she was saying, and how she would be at home with the kids while he in the studio or something. I could have sworn they got 2 daughters.
Yep, they got 2 daughters. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, they haven't showed them yet.
They showed them when they went to the park on Father's Day.
Damn, what? I gotta stop smoking this much again.
But here's my thing.
I remember now.
You gonna be gone the whole weekend. You ain't called, checked on the kids. You ain't called to see if I was.
I mean, did he say he ain't talked to her, or he just ain't been home?
He ain't been home, and there ain't been no contact.
Damn.
Nigga, your shit is on the mother curb.
Damn. Oh yeah. Now that's completely wrong right there, Brandon. Brandon, for real, Brandon? Come on, Brandon. Now that's low.
See, look, when I'm dating and then whatever, you go 24 hours without talking to me, that's a no call, no show. You gonna get fired. Unless you was in a hospital, jail, or a near death experience, car accident or something. So we married and you gone for 2, 3, 48, 72, however many hours, and you ain't checked in on your kids, you ain't called me, you ain't text me, but you're gonna show up for therapy. You didn't already checked out. Why is you here?
That's crazy. And that's even crazier to be used to that type of behavior, even.
And see, I'm
If
agreeing
that
with
is
checking
the
you.
case and you used to that behavior, that's a
That's
problem.
that's a toxic trait on
That's
both
a
of y'all. And
problem.
then what checking you boo say? Many people rush into marrying for optics or other reasons, for sure. It is wise to marry after getting to know thyself and achieving some goals first. This could lessen some. Exactly. Like you hear it now, men have done it, but 98.6% of the time you hear about the women who give up their
Yep.
careers, dreams, aspirations. They support them. He jump off, and then or the kids have now graduated high school. You've been a stay-at-home mom for 25 years. You ain't got no skills, you ain't got no work history, you ain't got no resume. And then okay, the kids is gone. We did what we had to do to keep the kids safe, happy household, and then now we divorce. And then no, I ain't giving you no money because the kids is grown. You don't deserve no alimony, child support, or nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It happens oftentimes
Well,
than
shit,
not
if
that way.
it he would have to end up giving her something because she's already said if it were to end, it would be on his doing because she's not leaving. He would have to go. And so and it would be his wrongdoing for him to go. So she would definitely be able to
Right.
get
And I mean,
something.
I get it. I'm just saying in general that
Period.
scenario happens a lot. And
Yes, they are hard.
so it's usually the women who sacrifice or whatever. And that's what she, like you said, she was saying, she helped him find the building. She helped him do XYZ with the business. So she definitely gonna get her fair share. However, not a lot of women are in that position. So I agree with checking your boo as in accomplish some of your own goals, do some business things or, travel to Europe, do the things that you want to do that, if I get married and have kids, there's a possibility I might not be able to do these things because later on, it just breeds resentment in the marriage. Even if it's the man, there are a lot of stay-at-home dads too, or or what they call Mr. Moms and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
where clearly the woman is the breadwinner, and there's nothing wrong with role reversal. But then they give up they dreams and aspirations too, and then women have known to do the same thing. They get their doctorate, they would whatever, and then they start dating
For
Julio the
sure.
pool boy.
For sure. I mean, I'm trying to figure out. What her goals are? Did she have them the same time as he started his thing? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, I don't think so because
When did she find herself and realize what she wanted to do?
I think it happened later on because they've been married for 11 years.
I think so. Something like that.
Okay, so if they've been married, because I remember we saying 11 years, no communication. So 11, 12 years marriage, right? Because, now it's a year later and after they tape. And then however long they dated prior to then, right? So let's give them 3 to 4 years. Let's just say they've been together 15 years, right? 15 years ago, social media was not what it is today.
True.
So, you know what I'm saying? Because okay, so I remember the beginning of social media because I think I got my Facebook account in like 2008 or 2010, and before that it was MySpace. So then we didn't get Instagram till whenever, and Twitter and all that stuff. So we didn't have influencers and people all on the internet. Like this whole influencer thing really came about like right before that Fire Festival stuff. So let me go on here and see what year Fire Festival was.
And they supposed to be trying to do that shit again.
Girl, shut up.
Yes. Yes. I'm like, one more. Like, don't try that shit. Just like
Okay, so the Fire Festival was supposed to be 2017. That's the first time I was really hearing the word influencer because they had all these models and influencers back in 2017. But I'm going to look up influencer here in a second. But I'm going to go on here and see If
Yeah,
I
because that was the main thing, because they actually had used the word influence to say we use influencers to
okay,
promote. We use influencers to come here and promote, to be here, to get
and
people
that's
to
the first
come
time
here.
I really heard of it. Okay, so 15 years ago in October will be when I got my Facebook account. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so therefore this was all new. The Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff was all new, and it took several years for it to be what it is now. So I don't think 15, I don't know what her dreams was 15 years ago, but what she's
I need to
currently
interview her. I have so many
doing,
questions. Okay, you're blacking
yeah,
out
but what
again.
she's
It's
currently
you going
doing,
in and out.
I do not believe
You going in and out, Dina. Oh my! It's been over an hour. I
is
think Dina's internet is
what
acting up and don't want her to
what
be great no
was
more.
the case.
Come, we didn't get to hear nothing you just said. Oh my God! Go back and come back. Go out and come back, because we got like a couple more things to talk about before we end this. We didn't even get to the influencer gate. As we wait for Dina to get herself together, Monique says 80% of divorces are filed by women. They have suffered and endured all that they can take. Men are going to do what they want to do, married or not. That is true. But a person like Christina looks like Christina will nag and pick and just get at. And I feel that Brandon isn't the type that has the mentality to endure just a woman nagging, nagging, and nagging just for the benefit of staying married, is just doing what you want to do anyway. Because the simple fact of the point, if she says she ain't going nowhere, she just gonna nag you. But girl, Christina, if you listen, if you watch this, if you decide to watch this, even if you do that, that's cool. But at some point, you just gotta be like, I'm not doing this. I'm done. You gotta get out. Like, if you gonna let him do this, just let him do it in peace, girl. Otherwise, just leave. Don't even deal with it, girl. Be free with it, girl. Get on with it, girl. You know what I'm saying? And just be cool with it. That's what I'm saying. Just be cool with it. She back. She back.
Oh Lord Jesus.
They ain't influencing nothing. It's just like instant miles. It sure is.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
So
know. They showing their stuff. I mean,
okay,
no,
so
I ain't even gonna say that.
here's the deal. So I told y'all I got my Facebook account in 2008, and then I got my Twitter account in like 2009. And then I'm googling it here, and it's saying like right around 2010 is when it says influencer didn't become popular until social media rose to prominence in early 2010, and then English dictionaries didn't include the term influencers until 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So I would venture to say between 15 and 17 is when it started to rise, because the Firefest thing was in 2017. So that kind of gave everything
I think
5 or
that
six,
really
7 years.
I honestly think that came about when TikTok got big. Finally,
Yeah,
that's where it happened.
because TikTok started getting big like around 16 or 17, maybe something like that.
Mm-hmm. And so then at some point they're like, let's just put it in the
Right.
books.
So that's why I'm
Oh,
saying when they got together, she might have had some other hopes and dreams or blah, 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 whatever. But yeah, this is 2023. So 11 years ago, would have been 2012. So maybe at the beginning of it, but I don't know.
And that's why I'm like, what did she want to do before? Because Brandon looks like the type that might not take her seriously because you was just this and now you want to be this all of a sudden. But I've been doing this my whole time. This is the breadwinner. This is how I make money. You used to do this with me. You used to love it. And I think that's a whole nother thing. Like she used to be a part of this with him. And now
Right.
she's trying to do her own thing.
And she been at home with the kids.
And she's been at home with the kids. Hold on, did I read this? All people are going to do what they want to do. This is one of the problems of the chaos in the world. People have failed to submit to decent in order. They don't believe in rules designed by God. I mean, and that's the a lot of women don't want to be that type of wife. I mean, when this whole women movement, I can do it all by myself, sisters are doing it for themselves, they're and shit. It was a whole new flip. And that's when it started taking like the black man out of the household a lot. And it was designed to do that. The system was designed to do that. Yeah, I gotta understand. Systems are designed way ahead of us that put things into place that makes us act accordingly and we don't even know it. It's a type of warfare, but that's another story. But I'll tell y'all about it if y'all ever want to know about it on the variety show. Anywho, Monique says she agrees Christina is annoying as F. Who said Christina was annoying? Wait a minute. Who said Christina was annoying? Brandon and Christina come from different backgrounds, which explains their perspectives on life. Yep, exactly. Christina is from a family that held her accountable. Brandon comes from a mom who allowed him to do whatever he wanted. He witnessed his dad's aggression. And that does travel.
Yep, from generation to generation.
That travels hard. Look at Chris Brown. It travels hard, y'all. It travels hard. Okay, what else do we want to highlight? Kobe and Russell's gym business. Okay, so the whole Kobe and Russell and their whole dynamic, he still ain't learned to let her get in where she want to fit in.
No, he ain't learned how to have a conversation with your wife. Just because you are the man, you are, and don't get me wrong, I'm not questioning his leadership abilities. I'm questioning all of these couples' communication abilities. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, they got their businesses, they making money, they are providing for their homes, blah, 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 whatever. My whole thing is that if you are already stretched thin with your regular job, divinity school, this, that, and the third, and now you want to open up a gym, and then you break it down to her where essentially you're gonna purchase the gym, or y'all gonna purchase the gym, and then you want her to manage the gym along with her influencer, blah blah blah, whatever. Then essentially you need to have a conversation like, hey, are you gonna be able to add this to your plate if we should decide to do this so we can build a legacy for the family? You just don't go out and do it and expect her as your wife to just be like, okay, I'm about to be the manager, receptionist, towel girl, clean the what you call it, the weights and
the mats and the all of that. She'll be back. Her computer don't like her to be great longer than an hour. Look how we just kicked her off this time. Like it didn't even give her a warning. We definitely got to wrap this up. We've been on here way too long anyway. Dina, Russell is talking head of household out of context. His wife is his helpmate. This requires communication. Russell is acting like he is the boss of Kobe rather than being a leader.
Exactly. That was my fault. I was trying to clean hair off my keyboard. My bad.
That is the whole point. And even when she's trying to have this conversation with him, still he wasn't getting it. And then he finally clicked like, oh yeah, she is gonna need to know about some of this. So maybe she should be there. Like,
well, here's the thing. If you are married and your husband came home, let's say you got all your little influencer, you talking about trying to plan a trip to Italy for free and blogging it because you got the hookup on the hookup or whatever, and then he come home and be like, I bought a gym, we take over on Monday, and you finna manage it, and I got a whole bunch of other stuff lined up for us. You know what I'm saying? Then what you got to go back and redo the contracts and push it back a week or two so we can go do my influencer thing, or you say screw my influencer thing so we can take over immediately. Like, you got to have conversations with
Yeah,
me about
yeah,
these things, especially how much money is coming out of our account. Is this
yeah.
going to affect how we pay our bills? I think the smartest thing she said, I'd like to sit down with the previous owner and see what the first year looked like for him. I was like, go ahead,
You
girl,
go,
because you
girl.
got to do your homework for you go out making major purchases like
And
this.
that's when I think it finally started clicking in his head. Like, damn, I ain't even think of that. Maybe she owned to something. That's when he realized, like, baby, your wife can be an asset. Like,
And not
don't
just
shut
some
her out.
ass.
Like,
That's
men make that mistake so often by shutting the woman out.
this is what I think. Like you said, your wife can be an asset, not just in-house ass. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly.
And then I'm done on
You
that.
know, your wife can be an asset, not just ass on set. Okay, period. And that is what that is. So luckily he has learned that lesson, but hopefully he actually sticks to his guns and what he said, that he will let her be in. And that's all she wanted. She just wanted to be in where she fit
I
in.
just want a
Like
seat at the
she
table.
wants to be able to decline, meaning she don't want to go to all that shit. In a little bit, she gonna get tired of going all that shit
Right.
anyway.
But
She'll be like, okay,
there's
baby, you
certain
can go
meetings
do
you
what you
want to
want to
be.
do.
I want
I'll
to
be
be
all
there to
right.
review the financials. I want to be in there to review club membership, dues that come in every month, processes and procedures that people don't pay, or if they
All of
checks
that.
get returned, or your car get declined,
Because
or
he's not gonna be
whatever.
able to do it by himself.
Right. What's the system in place?
And
You
you
know
want
what
to
I'm
put your
saying?
kids onto this too? Like, your wife gonna be the only one who never was a part of it?
Well, and not only that, you gonna throw her in at the end after you done signed everything. You know what I'm saying? So she don't know the ins and out or nothing. So her ramp up time, instead of you and her being on the same page, ramp up, ready to open the door on day one, she gonna be flailing for the first 6 months to a year, trying to figure out everything that's going on.
Exactly.
When you already
Exactly.
6 months to a year ahead of her.
Mm-hmm. And then that's gonna cause conflict because he's gonna be looking at her to be able to pick up where he at when he frustrated, when he need her to be as equal on it as she is, but she ain't there yet because no, you locked her out of everything and blocked her out of everything, and she had to learn, when she did
Right.
finally be
So
able to get her foot in.
you got 100 yard, like y'all running 100 yard dash, and you 100 yards. You got 100 yards on her, so you already at the finish line, and she ain't even about the block shit.
Exactly. Point
But
made.
you
Dina
gonna
Russell
be
Kobe. What's
mad
Dina Russell
at
Kobe?
her because she didn't come across the finish line
Your
the
internet
same
ain't letting you be great again.
time as you.
Your internet ain't letting you be great again. Okay, let's move on to the final thing so we can get done with this because we've been on for almost an hour and a half and we should have been done half an hour ago. Hold on, let me move this comment. Yeah, so let's get to the skating rink party, shall we? So they all went skating and everybody's just chilling. Hold on, did I make sure I get everything? Yep. And everybody's just chilling, doing their thing. And so Kobe knows already that she is going to have a conversation with Christina about the whole collaboration. And so you heard Kobe talking about it before,
I'm gonna have to go
which
to
was,
my phone in a minute
yeah, we're
because
gonna
you
spend like seven
freezing
minutes
up
on this and we're gonna be
on
done. So if you want to
my
grab your
end,
phone
which
for
means
the
I'm
last
probably
7 minutes, okay, I see.
Had to go to the phone because I just couldn't take it no more.
It be like that sometimes. So yeah, so they skating, they cutting rug, they having fun, whatever. Russell wasn't even. First of all, Russell wasn't even there at
There.
first. He met up with Kobe because Russell was at the freaking gym meeting at that point, and that's when she found out that he was there in the first place. Like she didn't even know. She's like, "Oh, you had a meeting, but I didn't know it was for that." Like, how can you be that disconnected, not letting your wife in on something? Because, like she said, she tells him everything. She knows her dates, her appointments, or whatever. She knows this whole book. So why don't she know what's going on? Like he knows hers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it. But anyway, so everyone's at the skating rink and everything. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's enjoying themselves, doing what they do best. And then the pre-notion of Kobe and her situation of knowing that Christina has not called her back after she has called her, text her, all of this stuff about this collaboration. And Christina is just like ignoring her. She
Playing
texts her
dumb.
back finally with this, I'm confused and all of this stuff. And so now Kobe's confused. So it was brung up at the freaking skatering party.
You
And
know
poor
what?
Dr. Latoya in the middle of it looked like she was
You
so
know what?
uncomfortable.
I don't think now that I think after we didn't thought it out, I don't think Christina was confused. What I think was Christina was going through some things with her and Brandon, and she didn't want to focus on business, so she just decided that she was just going to ignore the situation because that wasn't her focus. And then she played dumb. Like I don't know. Like yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I can kind of buy it, Christina, that you were confused, my darling. You did.
I don't understand how hard is it to confuse that, hey, I reached out to this person, brand XYZ, and they said, hey, I know this person is your friend. They reached out to me first. Why don't you reach out to them to see if the three of us can collaborate together? I don't understand how fucking difficult that is to understand.
Well, from what Kobe said, well, from what Christina said, though, the way Homegirl was making it sound wasn't the way
Right. And there
Kobe
could
was
be
making
some
it sound.
confusion
So
on
I
that.
think we need Homegirl needs to enter the chat,
Right.
whatever
Well,
her
and
name
it
is.
would have been very simple to say, hey, let's set up a conference call, Zoom, Teams, whatever. The three of us can get together and see what we could
Yeah.
possibly do together. And then a girl could have said, well, Christina reached out to me first. So I wanted to make sure she was cool with me working with you separately, or let's all three work together and do something big.
Damn.
A simple conversation could have avoided all of this.
Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
did she
Mm-hmm.
say? I can't. The comments.
Monique says Kobe has 2 times more followers than Christina. Maybe the partnership would have helped get her over 30K. Damn. Well, shit. Really? I've never looked at the amount of followers each of them had. I follow them both, but I never looked at their followers. Damn. Really?
I didn't know that
Mm,
either. I don't even
damn.
follow none of these people, so
Damn. I mean, fudge. That's pretty. I mean, she should have. Yeah, she definitely should have thought about that. Or maybe she could have thought, well, maybe if Kobe has a bigger following than me, then she might overshadow me,
or she could be
and I
mad
ain't trying to have
since
that.
she trying to be Kobe's mentor, and I didn't like the way what's his name, Brandon was like, well, she's a copycat. First of all, it's enough
Kobe
room.
cat. Yeah, he called
Yeah,
her a
Kobe
Kobe
cat.
cat. I
But
was like,
he has
I
said
clutched
it
my
in
pearls.
another episode. But here's the thing: there ain't gonna be one person reviewing a show. There ain't gonna be one person that does hot topics. There ain't gonna be one person that follows this movie or this actor or this entertainer. There are 50 million people out there following Beyonce and reporting on her. It's 50 million people out there reporting on Tasha K dumbass. It's 50 million people out there supporting Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. And for me to go out and say, well, you stealing my stuff because I'm reporting on just her concerts.
Yeah, true.
No, it
Checking
don't
You
work
Boo
like
says,
that.
Checking You Boo said Christina already had a collab with the company and Kobe went behind her back to get a collab, then came back to make it sound like the company wanted them to collab as three. The company said Kobe lied. Ooh. Oh.
Oh, well, see, I hadn't heard that part because
Oh.
the way on the
Oh.
show it made it seem like if that would just be like if Confessions reached out to Kobe for an interview and I reached out to Kobe for an interview and she said, well, Confessions reached out first. Maybe the three of us could do something together. That's the way it was presented on the show. And then
Right.
Christina said, no, that's not what the person said to me when they reached out to me, so I'm confused. But I honestly, I don't know who's lying and who's telling the truth or what. But all I'm saying, all of this could have been summed up by the three of them getting on a Zoom call and it be done.
And see, I'm mad because I'm sure all of this was talked about when because Christina went live again after the show last night, but
Okay.
I had to work, so I didn't get home until she was already on it. I hadn't watched yet, and I didn't want it to be spoiled, so I didn't get to watch the live. So yeah, I'm sure because Christina be putting all the inside facts out
Right.
when she go live after the show. So you might want to follow her because she be coming, her and Brandy be coming out with some stuff like, ooh, go
Look,
girl.
I'm only here to
I check
report
you,
when
but
I
I
see it on
watched
the.
on a bootleg platform. My DVR didn't record. I thought Brandy got in Christina's head and let her miss the opportunity. I didn't know she went behind Christina's back.
Yeah,
Yee.
I don't care. I don't care to invest that much time outside of the hour that I watch. That's all they getting from me.
That's all they get from you.
They
One
getting the
and done.
hour that I
That's
watch
all they
and the
covering.
hour that I spend on here. That's all they getting from me.
I hear you, and I appreciate you being here, baby. And the point is, this woman should have wanted to work with both. That would have been good for her brand. Period. Like,
Right.
why would you do that? Like, now you don't set these two girls against it, unless she did it on purpose to try to get more exposure for her brand. But that ain't the way to do it, boo. That ain't the way to do it, boo.
Know
Cause
that you were collabing with her.
Because that's the way she made it seem.
So as a friend, why couldn't you just pick up the phone and say, hey, I'm currently working with her for Ray, or I'm currently working with the brand. And if it were me, Christina, I would have never felt that way because I'm not a selfish person who wants it to be about me.
Why would I be thinking about you when I set up a collaboration?
This has been your message. You've been preaching
Kobe,
to me.
answer
Let's
the question.
let's collaborate together.
If I set up this
collaborate together.
Wait a minute. If I
You
set up
said
this
that.
collaboration,
You said that.
I have. But if I set up
So
this
why not collaborate?
Are you gonna let me
Detroit
talk?
brand?
the sound effect was too much for me.
Yeah. That took me out. I was on the floor.
I was like, someone is stupid for that, but I love it for him. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like this. If someone is already doing a collaboration and they're already in the works of it, I wouldn't want to jump into it just like that.
And that's
I
all that
wouldn't
had
want
to
to do
be
that.
said, though.
Because that is hers. At that point, it's hers. Me coming in is just jumping on the bandwagon. So I understand that. But however, I feel Kobe because had Christina called her, maybe it could have been hashed out a long
It could have
time
been
ago.
hashed out, but here's the thing. It's one thing if you so if I just reach out to you, right, and say, hey, let's woo whatever, and we haven't finalized no details, we haven't had a brainstorming session, we haven't done nothing, right? And then somebody else reaches out and says the same thing, and I know that's your friend, then you could say, hey, let's maybe work together because nothing has been done. But if y'all about to go to the set and 48, 72 hours or whatever, then yeah, okay, that's a done deal and it's mine. Like, I don't even think that they were that far. I think both people had like reached out, and then she said yes to Christina, but I don't think anything had been finalized, which is why she was like, well, maybe we can all collaborate together because nothing has been done. But at the end of the day, it's more or less lack of communication. We got
But I
lack
feel
of
like the girl
communication
could have.
between the friendships and lack of communications in the marriage. Mothers need to stop texting and pick up the phone and get some clarity and keep it moving.
Right. I'm with Kobe. I'm sure the company wanted to work with both of them. Christina was holding up the collab on purpose. And that's what I was saying. The girl should have wanted to work with both of them. And if the girl did tell Kobe about Christina, then I figure maybe she actually did, because she's not entitled to tell Kobe about Christina if she didn't want to. But maybe the girl actually did want to work with both of them, because why would the girl say anything? But she wanted to make sure it was okay with Christina. You know how when you ask your parents something, then they're like, it's all right with me if it's all right with your dad, but you just want to clear it up, make sure, like, I'm all for it,
Exactly.
you know? And all she had to be like, yes, no, it's okay. Well, then they would have had a different conversation then. But yeah, but it gets really tangled up and mixed up when it comes to influencers. And even me and you in blogging, we have ran into some shit in blogging with mad people. And we still deal with that to this day. And so it's like it's a dog eat dog world out there. So some people can feel some type of way about someone else's content, but people just got to remember it's enough for all of us to
It's
eat.
enough for everybody to eat.
It is, and it's not that serious. It really ain't. I would only benefit it would only benefit the designer to work with both. Kobe wouldn't make it up the three-way collab if it wasn't told to her. I mean, hey, that's also true.
I
That
mean,
hey,
but here's the thing: if you randomly, like, for example, okay, y'all know I'm in the hotel industry. If Microsoft decides to build a new company here or whatever, I'm not the only hotel that's going to be trying to get Microsoft business. And if I have a girlfriend that works for an opposing hotel, I can't be mad at her because she's going to Microsoft to try to get a contract with them to bring rooms over there. It's enough for everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
your hotel gonna be full at some point. My hotel gonna be full at some point. It is what it is, and they gonna have to stay here. They gonna have to stay there. So I just don't get, like, if I just randomly pull a company out of my brain. I think Christina was trying to make it seem like, oh, you knew I was working with this company, but clearly she didn't until the girl wrote her back and said, because if I'm scrolling through Instagram and I'll be like, that would be a nice company to work with, let me do some research and whatever. I'm not seeing that you're doing something with them because it's not done yet.
yeah, right, right. Like, exactly. It was a situation where the company said to Christina, then she followed up that if she wanted Kobe to be part of the collab, they would consider if she wanted. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, that could have been solved so quickly. Like,
So
I don't
quickly
understand how
before it
this got to be
escalated.
this big for it to make it to the screen and be a whole entire situation. But I mean, it is crazy what you deal with when you are an influencer slash blogger and all of that stuff. Like, it's crazy world. Like, I didn't know none of this stuff until I got into this world. I'm like, damn. If someone would have told me half of this, I probably wouldn't have started doing this mess.
Right.
Christina's upset she has not reached the level she expected. She blamed Brandon for stunting her growth and is now trying to block in a deal from Kobe. Yee. Well, I mean,
See, I don't believe in blocking nobody's blessings because I feel like this. Whenever my friends are getting blessed, that means God is in the neighborhood. So I'm going to sit back and wait on my turn. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Wait for him to knock on my
When
door.
everybody is getting monetized or whatever, okay, my time is coming. If I get a homegirl that then bought a new house and I got a homegirl over here that got a new car, I'ma sit back because my new car is coming, my new house is coming, my new job, whatever God got for me is coming because he in the neighborhood.
Yes.
So I don't see
Yes.
the need for these women to be hating on and trying to say this is mine and that is yours and this and the third. Because if everybody is getting it, if you getting blessed, that means God is in the neighborhood, and I'ma just wait my turn.
Amen on that. Kobe made it sound like she had a collab, but that was not the case. She should have said she was in pursuit. Well, I thought I took it as she was in pursuit,
I
and that's
think
why they told her to reach out
Christina don't
to.
have no contract. She don't have nothing locked down. They are in until this is what we say. Until there's a contract, it didn't happen.
True that. True that.
And that's a
It's
contract with everybody's signature on it. It did not happen.
facts. It's big because Kobe felt some kind of way because Christina did not call her when she wanted her to call. And that's my only thing with this. I feel like Christina just should have made the call. Like, why did you
Yes.
not call her? And that's what only makes it look a little fishy on Christina's end to me. Lies, Monique. What Monique lie about? What was the last thing Monique said? Oh, Christina's upset she has not reached level expected way better for son her growth. She did blame Brandon a little bit on the live the last week though that I did watch. Because you're going so heavy on false info when all of the facts come out, I will be telling you. I told Jackie, you but who the F
I
are
mean, I'm
you?
all for the
Like,
facts when they
when do
come out,
you
and I
know that
hope
other
they come
people
out on
don't?
the show. We can only speculate to as what they showed us and then kind of formulate an opinion. I really don't care who called who and who texted who because ain't none of these hoes put no money in my pocket. So are we just here to review what we saw? So when the facts come out, then let the facts come out. But I guarantee you, I'm not sitting up late at night watching nobody lie trying to decipher who lying and who telling the truth. If it don't come out on the show, then it don't come out.
And there she has it. Christina is not blocking Kobe's deal. Checky Boo, okay, I mind admitting if I'm wrong. I'm only making presumptions. And we all are. We're all just here having fun, Checky Boo. That's it. That's all. For entertainment purposes only. Her suing is not actually having a deal. True. I have said I told you before, and I'm going to enjoy saying it again. Oh my goodness. Checky Boo, you is too what? Okay, she should have been busy. People act like Christina has to call Kobe time, no time. I mean, but if she called her a couple of times, even that's your girl or not, that's your girl anyway. Like you ain't called to check up on her, like, hey girl, hey, what's up? You know, right? She was in asking the designer to collab. The designer suggested to work with Christina, probably to help the deal, and Christina did not want to work with her. I mean, and if she didn't, I mean, that's fine, but that's all she had to tell her. She didn't. I get the facts. I'm having fun too. Not a penny. I've watched and missed half the people episode giving my dog a bath. Oh my god! Please watch what I put on IG about people kissing their dogs in the mouth and what
Oh
I
no,
saw.
you don't
Oh my
do
god, it was
that.
so much. But okay, so I'm sure we are going to hear more about them going head to head with this collaboration because no collaboration has happened yet. So maybe that'll be the season finale who finally gets the collaboration. What you nasty in that checking you, boo?
All right. Well,
Okay.
let's
Okay,
go
we have been
ahead.
on here way too long. It's time to go. And I don't care what we ain't discussed, but we ain't discussing no more. We is
Look, you know we've been here 2 hours. Y'all know this shit was full way up to here, and now it's almost gone. We've been on here way too long. I'm about to pass
way too
out.
long. We've been here an hour and 41 minutes. We should have been done an hour ago. Shoot. Y'all know
Well,
me and
we
Gina
spent
like to keep it at
47
less than an
minutes
hour.
on
We went almost
Huntsville.
2. Forgive us. We gonna get our shit together. But now that Huntsville is done for a while. We only got one to concentrate on, so we can go back to 40, 45 minutes. Okay, I promise. But make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. We will be doing 2 episodes. My Jack has his short hair. We'll be doing the first 2 episodes of season 4 of Sons of Anarchy. And Tuesday we will be back with Bad Boys Texas and the premiere.
Crazy
Oh
in
my
Love
lord.
Part
Oh my
2.
lord. The premiere of Crazy in Love season
Yeah,
2.
make sure I'm gonna call my therapist and have an appointment on Wednesday.
We all need to seek one. Just seek one now. Let's just roll out the Rolodex now and find one because we are going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course, remember, instead of Friday, we will be back Thursday with the series finale of the Mayans. And y'all know I plan to come live right after I finish watching live. Please give me time because I may do a lot of pausing to go to the bathroom and get some snacks or something like that. So I'm gonna be a little bit behind, but I do still plan on going live after I watch of the series finale of the Mayans, and we will be live Thursday to discuss further. So, and of course, Dina, will you be having self-care Sunday and word on the street this weekend?
No, because I will be in Vegas.
Wow!
So
Vegas, Vegas, Vegas.
Wednesday, I leave to go to Vegas for my dad's wedding. The wedding is Friday, and then I fly back Sunday, so I'll be traveling all day, and then I go to my final follow-up hysterectomy appointment on that Monday, so I gotta go back home and turn around and come back, but I'll be ready for Sons of Anarchy that following Monday. But I'll be traveling all day on Sunday because once I land in Dallas, I gotta drive back to Oklahoma. And so yeah, I don't know, unless the spirit moves me in the car, I might do self-care Sunday, but probably not word on the street because I like to have my videos and pictures. So
For sure, for sure.
if the spirit moves me, maybe, because I might have a lot to talk about after this weekend.
You never know. You never
You
know.
never know.
You
But I
never
don't want to
know.
call it just yet. It'll be if the spirit
Mhm.
moves me.
Okay. Well, it looks like y'all gonna have just little old me Sunday night. So
No,
we
I'll
gonna
be
wish.
home Sunday night.
Are you sure you're gonna be up to it, girl? You don't had a lot go. You don't done a lot. You
It's
sure?
a 3 hour drive from Dallas to Lawton, so I can watch the shows. Because I think I get back to Dallas at like 1.
Oh, okay.
I just won't be able to do because I normally do self-care Sunday at noon and I'll be on a plane and then I gotta drive home and then I won't be able to get my stuff together for word on the street. But I'll be home by 9 to
Oh,
do yeah.
okay. Okay then. Well, y'all have us both. So make sure y'all are here tomorrow night and on Dina's Tuesday night. And we will get on with the get on. Good night, checking you, boo. Good night, Monique. I'm so glad you start coming back around, Monique. Tell Ella I said hey, and I noticed that she ain't been here in a while. I'm gonna do I'm maybe Tuesday, hopefully. If I don't have a lot going on, I'll do a variety show Tuesday. So y'all, my mama, shout out to moms. Give moms a shout out because moms is giving me her monitor so I can have a second monitor. And I'm gonna be able to navigate real good coming up real soon
Okay,
as I
okay.
learn how. And I'm finally gonna use my Best Buy card that I finally got because I almost got perfect credit. And I'm gonna buy my box that my coworker told me to buy that helps me navigate between 2 monitors real good. And so we gonna have a good time coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna learn some new shit, y'all. Just watch, wait till I see. So we gonna wish Tina some healthy, safe travels to
Thank you, thank you,
Vegas.
thank you.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Make sure y'all got her notification bell because you never know if she may go live on
Oh, I'm going
IG
live the
or
whole
YouTube
time
to
I'm
do
in Vegas.
things. She might showcase some things. You never know. Confession of it asking, why weren't you at Mod's live today? What live? Y'all, look.
Okay, it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, how about that? That should explain a lot. I'm just gonna skip over that question. Shout out to Mom. Yeah. No, I don't know. Ma decided not to show up anymore. I have to ask her. When y'all go to her chat, ask her. Yep, ask her. I don't know. I'm sorry, I always catch the replay. I just I just wasn't watching the shows live for a while. I understand that, Monique, and I thank you for watching the replay, and I love you. Leave a note. Say confessions I watched. That's all you gotta say. I watched, bitch. No, you can't say that. They probably cancel or retract your comment if you said you watched, bitch. Congrats, confession. Thank you. I'm gonna be your Afghan girl. But y'all just got to give me a moment. Okay, I want you to attend her lives too. Do you tell her to attend mine? And I can't attend the live that I don't get an invitation to.
Okay,
That's what you gotta understand. You can only attend what someone gives you an invitation to. So if you're not there, that means someone didn't invite you or didn't even tell you that they were.
I'm finna
You know what? It's time to go. It's time to go. Goodbye, y'all.